Cal's got another paddock. Hey, turn it off. I need to drain the battery. Look at these thistles. There's a patch of them here. Gnawed them right off. Didn't get that one. But hey, we're getting some consumption off of them. And even that weed looking plant there. So this last paddock they were in was right, I think right here. And right there where I'm standing, down in that tree line, and up right in here, probably 2 acres maybe. Strip grazing it away from the water tank down there. Probably got another day or two in the top part up here, and then we'll be moving south of us. And we are kind of behind on this grass. Don't quite have the numbers to keep up with it right now. I just stepped in a fresh pat. Gotta watch your step out here. There's pats just about every square yard, which is a good thing. But we're gonna head on over there next. In that paddock to the south, it's been January, mid-January since we've been in there, so it's had more than enough time to come back. Too much time, really, but we'll get some good trampling in there. Make it look like this out here. They're still eating them stems. They're still got some green in them, but getting some good trampling, consumption, and it'll have a good bit of rest. Some dung beetles. Breaking those manure pats down for us. We're nearing the end of our spring calving season. Just got a few left. It's May 30th, I believe, today. So we're reaching the end. Had a good turnout this spring. I think looking back, I think we dropped over 100 calves in 2 months. So I'll take that. Can't complain. Wouldn't you believe we got black cows out here grazing midday. It is cooler today, and the next day or two it's supposed to be in the 70s. Looks like low humidity, so they're going to be out grazing most of the day, which is nice because once it turns hot midday, they're usually under a shade tree. But with that said, there's studies that say if you move your cows in the afternoon, once the dew is off, that the grass is better quality for them, has higher bricks in it. So Sometimes I move them in the afternoon, but when it gets real hot, sometimes it's hard to get them going. But on a day like this, it's not a big deal, especially when they're hungry. They're ready to move. They're ready to eat. But yeah, it's the same as making hay. You know, you usually make hay once the dew's off, once it dries up. It's the same as grazing. Grass is better feed quality in the afternoon once the dew's off. And the same goes for harvesting. Wheat and soybeans. Corn, not so much. As long as it's dry, you can pick that usually whenever. But wheat and soybeans, thresh is better. The straw and bean fodder chop up a lot better once the dew's off. Plus the grain's typically drier in the afternoon. Most of these cows are nice and slick. They need to slick that hair coat off. It's almost June. That hair coat better be slicked off by now. If it's not, might have some issues getting rebred or bred back. It's a newborn calf, probably a day old, 2 days old. I need to tag him and band him. Usually always band these calves when I tag them, the steers, the bulls, soon to be steers. I got enough bulls right now. I don't need any more bulls unless I know they got a good mama and I need some more. I just abandon them. Keep them as steers, sell them later. It's more humane too when you band them at a young age. It don't hurt, but maybe a couple minutes or so, an hour, I would think, and then it goes away, compared to castrating them when they're older or putting a big band around them when they're older. Thistle heads or seed heads are starting to, they got just about every one I've seen have musk thistle weevil larvae on them. So that's a good thing. It means that once that seed head turns pink and is just about to go to seed, that larva hatches and then it goes in the seed head and feeds on the bottom of those seeds and makes them non-reproductive. Look it up. I didn't know about them until a year or two ago. Had no idea. Thing is, you can't spray them. And you want to wait, if you bush hog them, clip them, you want to wait till they're done, gone, you know, put the seed out and everything, mature, and let them weevils do what they were designed to do. And between the cows putting pressure on them, now that I've been grazing, mob grazing the past couple years, between the cattle putting pressure on them and the musk thistle weevils Them things shouldn't be around much longer in certain spots in the fields. Not enough for me to want to come out here and spray them with a big sprayer. That's not a weevil. It's another bug, but all that brown speck looking things, it's musk thistle weevil larvae. And they hatch, go in the seed head, and they eat on the bottom of those seeds and make them so they can't reproduce. Look it up if you don't believe me. They've been used even out west, and they've been used out west on the road banks and spots I've seen to control the thistles. Pretty cool stuff if you ask me. So, what it's been, 15 minutes in here and they already got some decent trampling done. It's what you can do when you tighten your cattle up and move them. That cow eating thistle. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Perfect timing. I could never get cattle to eat thistles in the years before because I had them too loose. They didn't want to eat them things. They wanted to go after the grass and clover. And then once you got done grazing, if there's any thistles out there, that's all you'd see for the most part. And then they go mature, and then they really wouldn't touch them. But right now, got to put some pressure on them right now, because the next pass we come back through, they're going to be mature if they're not clipped off or trampled. They're still somewhat tender. They'll eat them. But like I say, the tighter you have them, they see all the other cows around them. They think that the grass is going to run out, so they compete. And they go after everything that's green, because they don't want to go hungry. Got a bunch of honey locusts we need to take out, probably this winter. You ready to go, buddy? You want to go make some hay? Just kidding. We'll let everybody else have the fun making hay. We'll keep moving these cows around, and they can harvest it and fertilize it for us. And we'll buy what little hay we need to get them through the winter. And Wesley's getting anxious. Got some trampling done on these plants. Not sure what those are. Building that topsoil organic matter up. Covering that ground. Well, we're gonna keep on moving. Wesley's getting anxious. At least I parked you in the shade. I could have parked you out in the sunshine. You wanna go hop on the trampoline? All right.